Is the rail buffet? What's up? What's up? What's up? Again this evening, all you social media junkies, monkeys, and you honkies. What's up? Y'all know it's Tacky Thursday. Y'all know it's Thirsty Thursday. Y'all know it's Throwdown Thursday. And it is a terrific Thursday. As the church host would say, welcome to the Is What It Is show. All you stones, rolls, tacos, Cheetos, Oreos, and weirdos. We on season 2. So who knows? Who knows the Is What It Is show the most? As we coming on down at 3 Tuesday. And guess what, y'all? I got my crew with me tonight. Yes, sir. I got my cousin Buddy Love. I got my boy TJ. Y'all know Bruce ain't here, but that's all right. That's all right. But guess what? We gonna make y'all work to the booty squirt around here. So you better blow up and not hoe up and show up and pull up. And I still got that Corona that screaming they true.
Oh, he changed it up on us.
I'm gonna stay so we can be to the end. I got my boy Kendrick White. Can't forget about him. And guess what that boy doing? Making all these kids future bright. Release me, bub.
Yeah, I seen the rail. Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
We coming down.
Yes, sir.
He pulled one of the archives on that one.
Yeah, he did.
Man.
R.I.P. 3-2.
Right, he took it back on that one.
Yes,
so
sir.
Appreciate you.
With it, baby.
Man, everything good. Good to be back in action. Yeah.
Yes,
it's hurt. Yeah, it's one of those.
Had to get that work tonight, baby.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You did it. Now, we back in action somewhat. Missing one part, but he'll be all right. We'll catch him in a little while. He's doing good. Y'all keep him in your prayers. Speaking of prayers, let's go ahead and go to our Heavenly Father right quick about what we're getting ready to do. Lord, we just thank you once again for allowing us to be here. We know it's not with accident that we're here. We're here with your intentions. And Lord, we just want to thank you once again for all protecting us until now. And going forward, we just want to lean on your wisdom. And we also want to have favor among God as we go about our process on today. Lord, let's have our conversation clear of chlorine and as pure as possible, and an opportunity to learn and also to uplift someone else, Heavenly Father. We just thank you once again for being here for this platform and allow for our friendship to be here, to be developed even further, and to extend our friendship out to our other friends out there in the social media world. We just thank you once again for being the gracious God you are. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Yeah, that'll work. So, everybody good? How's life? I've been gone for a few weeks.
Man, hey, we would be remiss not to ask you, man. So, how was the ride, bro?
Well, I will say this: I don't have to do that again.
Hey, we would be remiss not to ask you, man. So, how was the ride, bro?
Well, I will say this: I don't have to do that again.
Hey, we would be remiss not to ask.
I don't know. It's some kind of technical difficulty. Y'all hear that? Okay, we'll keep talking. So it was very difficult, but I can say that I enjoyed myself. But I'm not doing that again if I don't have to. It's one and done on that one. Yeah, but I'm gonna end with this. To where there's one spiritual or gracious part that happened. Once we got to the end of the ride, it's the tallest climb we're gonna have all week. And I got to the end of the ride struggling, going 4 miles an hour up a 5-mile hill. And when I got to the end and stopped, I got this random text message. I had no cell service, but it was a ding. It was like on my text message, it said ding. So I caught my breath and looked down, looked at my phone, looked at the text message. Y'all remember Miss Sam that I interviewed from before? they sent me a video of her ringing the bell at that time when I finished. So it kind of just like confirmed with me on why I was doing that when that happened right at that time. Yeah, so that was dope. So shout out to Miss Sam. She rung the bell like she said she was gonna do. How we were praying for her. So it's a good thing. Good deal. So let me stop talking. And it's not about me tonight. It's about somebody who's doing good in the hood, if you want to say that. So just let's get him in here, if you don't mind, Your Honor.
It's our brother Kendrick White.
Yeah, Kendrick White. Let's get him in.
How you do that there? Left for you, Big Charles. How you do that there? Oh yeah. Hey y'all, what did Ricky Smiley say? Your boy be playing the bass like who that?
What?
How your boy be on the bass guitar?
Yeah.
Kendrick, you better get on up in here while you eat them nuts tonight. What is it called? If it's nuts on the wild, it's wild nuts. If it's nuts on the jets, it's just nuts. Let's give it up for my boy who making it all happen in the community with the kids.
Not the wrong nuts.
Hey man, where y'all get this dude from, man?
Man, we still trying to figure it out.
Let me join in the band with him and play.
Yeah.
Play that band, kid.
What's going on, fellas?
Man, everything good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Doing awesome. Glad to be here, man.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, glad to have you in the spot.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, man, you know, me and you, we didn't grow up together. You know, we didn't even attend college. We met each other just in our professional careers, and we worked together at one point, and we have we've established a relationship to where it's a big brother, little brother relationship, you know, and it's times where I reach out to my little bro when I need advice, and it's time when you reach out to me as a big bro, and that's kind of how we've held it down. And we've had some things along the way that we've had in common. You know, you being originally from Baton Rouge, me spending some time out there, and that was kind of something that we were able to relate to, and that helped our relationship along the way. But it's been an honor and a pleasure to be able to see the work that you've done in your now adopted city, Houston, Texas, and what you've been able to do with your organization, Gulf Coast organization. And I can remember, you know, being on those calls with you when you were thinking about, you were just putting the blueprint together, just trying to establish everything, and to see where you've taken it from those times to where it is now, and what you're doing for our youth, because it's all of us. It takes a village to raise a child. So to see what you've been able to do with that, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here tonight. And we want to go in detail and discuss that and give you your flowers, man. So thank you for being on.
Yeah.
So your boy got that applause button tonight for you.
Yeah, it's working.
Appreciate it, man. I love it.
Now, I usually charge these cats for that.
Man,
Like,
come on, man.
You got some WD-40 that's working now.
Hey, man, you know, I'm working with the kids, man. I
It's
need
for
you to give me some money.
It's for the kids. It's for the kids.
So, TJ, I have to say, I know Kendrick from a different perspective.
Right.
When we kicking it. And this dude has a good time. He has a good spirit. So I like, man, this is a no-brainer on getting him on. Absolutely. So I really appreciate you showing up, because we hung out quite often. We just have a good time. Like, he's a process through TJ, but you know, once good people get with good people, it's easy to get with good people. So it's like that it was just automatic. Hey, you in the circle too, because you know somebody I know. But when that happens, we have a great time. So I'm excited. I'm having a good time because I know you're here.
And I mentioned before, y'all have actually seen each other more recent than we've seen each other. So that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So, but tell us, man, who is Kendrick White? Tell us who you are, man.
Hey, man, you know, originally from, like you said, man, from the Big Raggedy, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's my neck of the woods, man. And born and raised there, went to the best high school in the city, Scotlandville Magnet High School.
Scotlandville.
Yeah, class of 2000, right up the street from the yard where you went today. And my family's still there. My parents, my brothers, my nieces, and all of my family, man, they're still there. And After high school, went on to University of New Orleans, finished with my bachelor's in management. And for whatever reason, man, I can't tell you why, what it was, but I knew I was moving to Houston. And so I shot down to Houston in October of 2005. So actually, no, I'm sorry, 2006. So this year in October will actually be 15 years, man. Actually, somewhere like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
15 years.
Right. A neat tidbit about you, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ken, but your brother is the soccer coach at Southern.
Yeah, Jeremy Fontenot. He's the head soccer coach at Southern. They'll be out here in at the SWAC championship or the tournament at the beginning of November. But yeah, he's been there about 5 or 6 years now. That's his passion. He when we were kids, he said he was going to be a football coach, and he's a football coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a football
That's
coach.
awesome,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the Lady Jags, man. Y'all win tomorrow night. They'll be
Ab-
traveling tomorrow. So yeah.
Absolutely, man. And you have a beautiful family, man. Tell us about your family.
Yeah, man. I've been married next month on the 31st will be 13 years with my wife. So give it up for me, Rev. Give me a little applause.
Yeah,
Man.
no doubt.
And to our union, we have one daughter, Chloe. She's 12. I was rushing tonight. She had volleyball tonight, and so we was at the game and rushed home. And what Red was referring to, I was telling him I was eating some nuts and drinking some hot tea. That's my family, man. My wife, Rochelle, and my daughter, Chloe.
Man,
Yeah.
and the interesting thing about Rochelle, man, she holds a very high position here locally within the city, man. Tell us more about that.
Well, she's very modest about it, man, and humble, man. She don't really advocate it, but I will. I boast about it because I think it's phenomenal. But my wife is she's a judge for the state of Texas. She's an administrative law judge, and so and the reason why I boast about her is because we just don't see enough of people of color in those types of roles, and so I think she is a great influence on a lot of people's lives, man. And so I'm proud of her, and she's actually she's about to embark on a new journey starting next week. And don't ask me what it is because she told me about 10 times. And I'm like, okay.
You don't know.
I don't know.
All right, honey. All right. I hear you.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I totally understand. I have a terrible story.
Eric Anderson. What's up, E?
Yeah, shout out to
What's going on, E?
big brother Eric Anderson. I'm proud of your wife because what she's doing.
The Reverend? Is that the Reverend?
Yes, the Reverend.
Yes, Reverend. Yeah.
Look, quick side note, man. I met that guy. We was at a school doing some work with the kids, matter of fact, and I was talking with him. He looked at me, and I'm a pastor's kid, right? So I know a lot of the lingo, and I was like, "What's up, Doc?" And he was like, "Hey, man, you a preacher?" I just not a preacher. So big up to you, Rev.
Yeah,
see you on the show, man.
Yeah, that's big brother right there, man. Definitely big brother.
Awesome.
No, that ain't my big brother. He older than me. Well, I'm older.
That's all. Oh man, it's all good. Hey, wait, one more time. He said, "Oh my God, don't say anything wrong about me." E, don't worry about me and TJ or Kim just say anything bad. It's that little dude in the bottom in the corner that you got to worry about.
That MacArthur boy, E.
All right, it's all good. So in you having your family here, and you getting to the point of okay, I'm here in Houston. What sparked your interest in? I mean, what started your interest in the favor for kids or something to do for the kids? Like, what got you your bar rolling with your organization?
Well, growing up, man, in a time where I really believe somebody said it earlier, it takes a village to raise a kid. And I believe that I'm an 80s baby, and I believe my generation was somewhat the last of that mentality of having that village. And so I saw it in everyday living where people looked out for other folks.
Yeah.
And so, I saw my dad do it. My dad, like I said earlier, he's a pastor. He's been preaching, 40-something years, maybe 50 years, who knows. but just his servant leadership, his ability to just give his heart. And then I saw it from my mom as well. And then it expanded from my parents to, watching my aunts and uncles, even my grandparents. And so that mentality was just was birthed in me, and I saw it, right? But fast forward, man, my freshman year in college, that summer, I was working a summer camp in Baton Rouge, and it just hit me one day. I was like, I want to work with kids. I just didn't know in what capacity, what it was going to look like, but I knew that that was going to be my calling and my purpose. And so then it was a matter of figuring out how do we get to a point where I know what it entails. And that took me like 10 years to figure that out before it really hit me. And I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to create an organization that we are open to all kids. We can help. Doesn't matter if you're inner city kids or you rural or suburban, whatever it is, whether you come from a family that, that has a lot of access to resources or your family doesn't have any. Here's the thing. I'm here to help in any way that I can. Why? Again, because I saw my parents do it. I saw my family. I saw my friends' parents do it. And I understood that this was my calling. So that's how we get to the Gulf Coast organization being founded in 2011.
Awesome. Good stuff, man. And tell us more about specifically as far as what the Gulf Coast organization does when it comes to contributing to the youth and also helping the community.
Okay. Well, our goal is to provide invaluable resources, right? Educational resources to communities across the Gulf Coast region. And I always tell people what we're doing today doesn't even measure up to the vision that I have for the organization. But in a nutshell, our goal is to help these kids get through grade school, and upon graduating from high school, they already know what they want to do, whether it be to transition to college, go to the military, or develop a trade that can be useful. So we call it our jump start to a great start. And so regardless of where you want to go, what you want to do, we can help you in that regard. And so we've created our Jumpstart. That's our umbrella program. And so under that, we have workshops and symposiums where I may bring you guys in. Hey, TJ, come talk to our kids about careers in the insurance industry, right? Hey, Reb, I got a guy that wants to DJ. Can you mentor him? So these are some of the things we believe in. We call it, our motto is connecting you to resources, because I don't know it all. I can't do it all. And so my job is to get out and network and meet with other folks that are doing things that I'm not doing. And then that way I'm able to provide that information. I could tell you, okay, you want to get into insurance? Okay, but this is what it's going to take for you to get into the insurance industry. Or this is what college life is. Or, hey, here's someone that's military. They may be retired, but they can tell you about the different branches in the elementary form where you can really understand. And I always use a lot of what we do is based on, what I experienced. Like, I was ignorant to the military, whereas as a kid, because what was portrayed on TV, we always thought military was you going to war, right? I was like, I don't want to do that. But I didn't know the many facets that came along with the military, right? And that they have an HR department just like, Chevron or any other major company. They have whatever you need. And so these are just things that what I try to do is give them information that I in some cases I rejected, right? Because there was someone trying to tell me about something like, I don't want to hear that. So that's what we do, man. We just try to provide information and set these kids up so that they can avoid some of the pitfalls that I've made in my life.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice.
That's and you saying, I'm thinking of the process of what you're allowing for these kids to go through, and thinking about myself. And it is in the organization that you have. It's not necessarily a pity party, but it's not necessarily just trying to service the low income youth. But you're in a different avenue, a different niche, and you're trying to get these kids going in a direction where they need to go to have a successful career, and knowing what you want to do when you come out of high school. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I came out of high school. Like, I went into my major is international business, but I wasn't okay. Cool, that sounds pretty cool. Let me do that. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. But I was blessed enough to still get the degree in international business, still made a good living otherwise, but just in the portion of just not doing exactly what I wanted to do and going for that and being instructed on how to get there. I think that's invaluable for kids who are in the right position to get there, but just don't know how to laser point focus on where they want to go. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Well, watch this, man. I believe all of us, right? Everybody, we need three type of people in our lives, right? We need a mentor, right? Because if you have that mentor would have told you, hey, listen, buddy, love, you want to go to school for what? Okay, well, why do you want to go to school for that?
Yeah.
And you would have been, well, I don't really know. It sounds cool. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's unpack that a little bit, right? So that's where your mentor, this is part of our village. Your mentor would have came in and helped you and guided you so you could have made that informed decision.
Right.
And the second guy is like how TJ and I are, like he stated earlier. That's my accountability partner, right? We call each other and we talk about things that I know when we get off the phone, we don't have to worry about, man, is he going to look at me different now or
right
gossiping about me? And we hold each other accountable. And I'm talking about in ways where we're like, nah, man, you wrong.
Yeah.
You know? Nah, man, you can't do that. Go correct that. And so that's the second type of guy. And then the third guy is these kids behind us that's coming along, right? That need the same guidance that your mentor is pointing to you. So that's how we repeat the cycle. Everybody's benefiting from everybody's wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and therefore they're growing. And again, they're avoiding a lot of the pitfalls that your 60, 70-year-old mentor has made, you as 40, 45, 50, whatever, have made. Now we're bringing this 15, 20-year-old kid along, and we're helping guide them and mold them. So when it's time for them to go to college, they're not saying, well, I'm going to do international business, but I have no clue what that is.
Right.
Or even something that you just said too when you spoke about the military, and I guess that touch home with me because my baby boy, he did college 2 years, could have done better, but didn't do bad, didn't do good. He was just, passing or whatever, playing football at that right there. But his real goal was out of high school to go to the military. He really wanted to go to the Marine Corps. Well, when you fast forward today, he just kind of took it up on himself, knuckled up to us and said, hey, I'm done. I'm going to the Marines. And now that I look at it, that was one of the best decisions he ever made because it's not just going to war, but I think now that even in your program, they need to not but promote that right there because you just see 360-degree change. But if we don't get this information out there about it, you never know. Not even us as adults know if we don't get somebody in there to get the information.
Well, we have to start early too, man. You got to understand, if we wait till our kids are seniors in high school, we actually dropped the ball, right?
Yeah.
And so, and I cringe when I hear adults telling kids, don't go to college. It's too expensive. And I cringe because I don't believe in telling a kid what they should or should not do, because that is a valuable option. I'm pro college. I went to college, right? I think college for me was a great transition from young adult to adulthood. Why? Mom and dad are not about to wake me up every morning. Mom and dad is not cooking for me because I went away to school. There's a lot of things, I need my clothes washed. I got to figure out how I'm going to do these things. Or what happens when your vehicle's not functioning right. All of these things, right? And so when you take the average 17, 18-year-old kid and you tell them, hey, just go to work. Most, in my opinion, most are not mature enough to be able to handle a 40-hour work week. They're not mature enough to get up and go to work for 8 o'clock in the morning. And then nine time out of 10, they're not going to have that career job anyway. They're going to be working nights and weekends, and they're going to be working these long hours. But what do we know about 18, 19-year-old kids? They want to go hang out with their friends and go party.
Right.
So we got to figure out ways that these kids can transition. So whether it be college, military, or trade, I'm not saying that that's the only three options, but I believe that those are three great options. But we also have to listen to our kids. Kids are smarter than what we give them credit. And so, Reb, I'll tell you, just because the kids are not excelling academically, sometimes the kids are not being challenged.
Right.
It's not always, sometimes your child can do better. Sometimes they're just not being academically challenged, and we don't catch those things. So when they're not being academically challenged, what happens next? They start having behavior problems. They start doing things like skipping school or
Yeah.
hanging with the wrong crowd, or it's a lot of things that they get into because they're just
That's true.
bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
You
true.
got to give them options.
Hey,
You have-
but buddy, go ahead, Real.
No.
No,
I was just getting ready to say that's true. And another thing that you brought up earlier was, and I hear this in my house a lot because my wife is an educator, elementary educator, been doing it, I don't know, over 20 years now. And it's like she says all the time, if from that, I can't remember 'cause I don't really be listening.
She missed the whole point of this. It don't even matter now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So TJ, what you say?
Hold on, up to 5th grade, if they don't get this from kindergarten to 5th, 1st to 5th, I know it's up to 5th grade. She said, because that's your elementary. If you don't get it then, it's going to be a whole bunch of problems down the road.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Buddy, what I was gonna say is I know within GCO, Ken's got specific programs that I want to get into as a part of our show tonight.
Yeah.
But did we want to do a segment or transition to something else, or do we want to just keep rolling?
Let's get a break in.
Okay.
Let's pay some bills and then we go. I got a different twist on now. One got to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, got a different twist on it. So let's pay some bills. So let's go. We'll go. We haven't done this in a while, huh?
Yeah, man. My man Gerard Woodridge out there in New Orleans, Louisiana. Another one of my Louisiana peeps, fellow SU alumni. He's over there at Positive Family Solutions LLC. Please hit Gerard up at 504-339-4938. Also, you can reach him online at www.positivefamilysolutions.com. positivefamily.solutions. Gerard, man, you need somebody to speak to. He's a great person to be able to talk to. Highs, lows, we all go through them every single day, man. Sometimes you need somebody outside of your normal inner circle to speak to. Gerard is your guy. Hit him up, 504-339-4938, Positive Family Solutions, www.positivefamily.solutions.
Right. So, Rev, I don't see your stream thing on the bottom. You've been playing with the StreamYard where we don't have it on here no more. So you want to do your own commercial or you chilling?
Wait a minute.
I can hit him up, man. That's ABM Insurance. That's my boy, the Rev, man. Holla at the Rev when it comes to property and casualty, commercial, life, health insurance. He is your guy. Hit him up. You know what? You driving something, it needs coverage. The state of Texas says you got to be covered. You live somewhere. You got to lay your head in a house, condominium.
Somewhere.
You may be renting. Hell, you might be a landlord and you own some property and you got people renting for you. Y'all need insurance.
Yeah.
But even more important.
Can I chime in right quick?
Go ahead, Real. Go ahead.
So you tell our man's Kendrick White, the kids, they don't want, because see, Bubba was laughing too when Kendrick said if the kids want to learn how to DJ, come to the rail. He was laughing at that, Kendrick, because he don't really think I can DJ or can really DJ. So if they want to learn about some insurance, believe it or not, I can write some insurance, baby.
Yeah.
You laughing, Bubba?
Yeah, I know you saw me. He's like, I want to be in that class when you teach somebody
DJ. Hey, Rev, and tell him we got a show coming with two H-Town legends, you and I. We gonna do this insurance thing, man. We gonna show everybody. Look. And last but not least, you need to cover the most important thing, which is your ass itself with life insurance. That is your most important asset. So the Rev, he can take care of all of that. Your ass, your house, your car. If you own a business, he can do the commercial, whatever you need, your health insurance, whatever. The Rev, hit him up, ABM Insurance. How can they reach you, Rev?
281-960-0763, or you can email me at PHIL. Let's spell Phil on me at getagreatquote.com. PHIL at getagreatquote.com. Holla at your boy, the Rev.
That boy got an email address. That's good. So hey, Kendrick, I'm gonna throw it to you so you can advertise your own company.
Hey man, Gulf Coast organization with nonprofit. We're always looking for supporters. There's multiple ways you can support, whether it be volunteering or you can donate. You can text GCO to 44321. That's text GCO to 44321. Another simple way that you can actually give back to GCO is when you're shopping on Amazon. You can go ahead and select Gulf Coast organization as the organization of your choice, and you don't have to contribute anything. Amazon actually gives us money when you're shopping on Amazon. So when you're getting ready to do all your holiday shopping, remember Gulf Coast organization. We're right here in Houston, Texas. We're covering the entire Gulf Coast region, and we're here to help you guys.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Nice.
Definitely. I know. I gotta tell my wife that as many boxes come to my house, you should get a little change off for that one.
Yeah.
I think I got a rich wife in my house. Okay, so check this out. We have a different twist on One Gotta Go. Y'all hear echo?
Nah, you good. You good.
Okay,
Go ahead, buddy.
okay. So it's not just One Gotta Go. It's working in duos. So something goes to something else, like ham, no burgers, no cheese. We're going through that. So right now we're going to say, okay, if you have this or that, they always come in a pair, but we gotta separate them and see what it is. So this is the first one we're gonna do. So we got peanut butter sandwich. So which one gotta go, peanut butter or the jelly?
Peanut butter.
Which one you can do without? Which one can you do without?
I'm gonna say the jelly because I can give me some fig preserves.
Oh, country.
The country ass. That's another form of jelly.
Yeah.
You really need that peanut butter if you go to jail or the penitentiary to get your weight.
I don't know nothing about that, man, but I'll eat peanut butter.
That's the first thing you do, man. Peanut butter so you can get swole around here. So let that peanut butter go.
You can do without peanut butter? Okay. Which one you can do without, T?
I can do without the peanut butter, man. I can't do without my jelly, man. Gotta have that jelly.
Man, okay. All right. That's tough. Okay, so this is another simple one. This one was for Bruce when he came, but he's not here tonight. So which one can you do without, Tom or Jerry?
Man, that's not even a real question.
Which one can you do without? Like, who was the coolest one out of them two, you thought?
The cat, he gotta go.
Tom gotta go? Okay.
Oh, man. I'm gonna keep Tom.
You gonna keep Tom? You gonna get rid of Jerry?
Jerry messing over him.
No, man. I'm gonna keep Tom, man. It was funny, man. It was Tom getting banged
Y'all
up.
must say
Yeah, get mad, yeah.
ain't never had a mouse in y'all house. Y'all know how hard it is to catch him.
Man, I'm keeping Tom, man. Jerry was a rat. All rats gotta go.
All rats gotta go. That's what's up.
Jerry, but the mouse could shake
What?
shake it. You see
We know what you've been watching. Okay, we're gonna bring it to reality to some people. So it's the first one. Which one you can do without? Kid and play. Kid or play. Which one gotta go? Kid or play?
I'm gonna go kid.
Kid gotta go?
Yeah, kid gotta go, man. I thought play was cool. Kid was cool when he was on Martin. But when you watch House Party, play was the cool one, man,
Oh yeah. He was a fly guy. He was the one. He was cool. You're right. Who you got, TJ?
I don't know the difference between the two. Which one had the high top fade?
That was Kid.
Okay, then play gotta go. Cause I had the high top fade. I tried to grow it out like Kid.
And y'all the same color, so yeah, it makes sense.
It might be the next kid play, TJ.
Yeah, look like Kid and play.
I knew TJ was gonna go with Kid because they think them yellow dudes is in. I'm going with play. We gonna get them yellow dudes out of here.
Man, okay. Two for play. Yeah. All right. There was no time, so we go. Okay, we go to the next one. Salt and pepper.
Man.
Which one can you do without? You go keep which one? Salt or pepper?
Wait, the Shakers or the rap group?
The rap group. The picture you see on the screen.
I'm keeping Salt, man. I had a crush on Salt when I was a kid, man.
Yeah. I gotta agree with that. I'm gonna vote for Salt. I'm keeping Salt. You can keep pepper. Okay, we go bring it up some. All right, so this is gonna take us back, and it's gonna be hard to separate it, but you got to do it. It is possible if you think about the individual albums. 8Ball and MJG. Which one you can do without?
Oh man,
MJG.
that's an easy one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, Real. He's shaking his head.
Think it's easy, but I think when you sometimes what captures your attention.
Yeah.
And so I thought 8Ball, he did a better job than MJG, but he's dope as well.
Yeah, he was a dope lyricist. I mean, both of them can go, but I think 8Ball made a bigger impact.
Man, I'm going with the Fat Mac because when I heard That Girl, that let me down by MJG. It was never the same after that. So the Fat Mac wins this one right here.
Let's go.
Yep. Go with that ball.
I have to give it to him too.
Nigga, we buy gold, buys and bows, slamming my doors, knocking these hoes. And when I'm feeling like I'm feeling the day, I put my smoke in the wind and dump the good.
I ain't gonna do that because we got the kids on here, baby. Wait a minute, is that Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce chiming in. Hey man. Yeah, if you could chime in, you could have been on the show. You ain't that sick.
So there you go.
Pull up, Bruce.
I ain't say nothing.
You could at least make a cameo.
And then
Put a hat.
Man,
put a hat on your head and let it happen.
Yeah.
Bruce said this day in history it was 8Ball.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't got brush your teeth, you can't tell. All right, here go the next one. We got a few more. I kind of got into this, so I had more than usual. So okay, which one you can live with and which one you can live without?
I'm keeping Big Boy.
You keeping Big Boy?
Yep.
What? Wait a minute.
Here's why.
Yeah, let me hear that one.
It's easy. He's still putting out music. He's still consistent. You know, he has a bigger catalog than 3000. And I'm not going to just follow the masses because everybody thinks Andre 3000 is one of the coldest, which he is. But to say he's one of the coldest and leave out Big Boy, I think it's blasphemous.
Man, I don't know about the
Pull up, James.
What's up, man? What's up, baby? That boy that made a cameo.
Show you my dog.
That's why you should watch your mouth at all times, man. You never know who's paying attention.
You never know who's paying attention. But back to the Kendrick, and they say he's taking Big Boy over. So all of the quote, all the facts you stated were facts. That's true.
True.
But jamming wise, if I just put up the Love Below and Speaker Box next to each other, I think I go with Love Below.
You think so?
I'm keeping.
Oh, Speaker Box? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with you, brother. Love.
So even Andre not even putting out more music now. He's so dope. He don't have to put no music out. Like say for instance, Lauryn Hill, she had one album, but hey, where's she on the charts?
Yeah, true story.
But I like Big Boy. But it's like, man, I don't know the artistic. They two different individuals, really.
They are, but they collabo is so classic and epic, man. I just can't see them doing solos, even though they both done solos. They just so classic to me, man.
And buddy, I'm with you. I think out of the two, I would go with 3K. But to me, they're at their best when they're together, though.
Yeah. It's peanut butter and jelly. That's why it's so hard because I'm trying to separate them. You can't really.
Right.
Let's go to the next one. Which one can you live without?
Jay.
Jay, for sure.
Man, I'm gonna go with the pretty lady, man. The pretty penitent lady. Yeah, all day.
Man, I can't even see the video over here. I don't know what's going on with mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't see it. It's a picture of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, B gotta go.
B gotta go.
Oh man.
They gonna take your A-Sound card, buddy.
Oh man.
Right. Okay.
Man, she really ain't from Detroit. So if you want to get down to the nuts and bolts, she ain't from H-Town either.
There you go.
What is it?
There you go, Red. We don't want the beehive coming after us, man.
Oh,
Right. We go.
Hey, this next one is showing your pop culture. If you know this, and you gotta tell me which one gotta go. Who was that?
Oh man, the Rapping Dalmatians,
The
man.
Rapper Dalmatians, Ren and 10.
Come on, baby. The
Ren
world
and
mine.
Right. So which one got to go? Ren and 10. I don't know.
Man, both of them, man.
Both of them got to go.
Damn right, both of them got to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Real, we need the music from Apollo when the Sandman came out.
No, not that one. Yeah, that's Siren. Okay, I got two more left. So,
man,
it's a process in this. So, which one got to go? Listen to me. Which one got to go?
Oh man,
Martin or Will Smith? That's the first one. Martin or Will Smith. Which one you can live without?
Will Smith.
Okay.
Will Smith.
Yeah, I'll probably say I'll keep Martin, get rid of Will.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my logic was simply based on comparing the Fresh
television
Prince
show
and Martin.
Yeah, I figured that.
And while both are phenomenal shows, something
that
about
Martin
Martin,
show, you
man.
still
Something about
rerun
that Martin show. When I see the dead plumber, or you know,
right
when he told Gina that wasn't no rat,
Man,
puppet.
Your boy said he was going to buy some Elephant Man bones when he won the lotto.
I'm sitting here amazed at what you boys are saying right now. Martin has to be the most overrated comedian ever.
Oh,
Martin is a bottom line actor. Will has to carry that boy. His back ought to be hurting. Other than the Bad Boy movies, Martin is a supporting actor. Hey, Will is an A-list actor. How can you even compare the two?
Hey, so let me ask you this question, TJ, and you said that.
Eric James just said Martin gotta go, but
Martin is trash, man.
So, hey, and you said it, TJ, for this Bad Boy picture. Which one gotta go? Mike Lowry or Marcus?
Marcus gotta go.
Marcus gotta go. So even the ones who say Will Smith gotta go, which one gotta go? Mike Lowry or Marcus?
We an A-list actor carrying a B-list supporting role due on a straight to VHS movie. Normally is what he on.
Well,
okay, that's how you see it.
A whole lot of hate, man.
That ain't no hate, bro. I mean, Martin is not really a funny dude. Really, when you think about even the Martin show, it was everybody else that was on the show that made the show, not him.
I disagree.
I
disagree with that one too.
I think Wanda in playing in that role, and then the other people like your boy from the fourth floor, like everybody else that was on the show, really is what made the show. Brother man, he's straight over. I agree with Eric. He's straight overrated, bro.
Well, I'll give you this. I do think Will is a better actor.
By far.
Of course. If you didn't, I would think something was wrong with you.
But I preference that by saying I was only comparing Fresh Prince and the Martin show. Now, when we start talking about movies, hands down, I'm giving it to Will.
Oh, you got
it. But I think about the classics too, man. Martin, bro, Life.
Martin.
But Ken, look.
Yes,
but look,
character, but
Eddie Murphy carried him in Life.
Hold on.
But look, wait. You had one guy that was on a show on Fox, and one guy that was on the show on NBC. Well, let's move on to the next. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Point taken right there.
All right. So this is the last one. This is I don't know what we gotta compare with this one, but I guess let's go per the movie. Which one you could have done without? Mike Epps or Ice Cube? Day.
Q. That Day.
Oh, Day's a fool. Now we talking about a real comedian.
Yeah.
So Mike Epps.
I'm getting rid of Mike Epps.
Really?
Well, you don't have those movies with him without Q.
I get it. Right? I get it.
You don't have Who Was in Higher Learning, Boys in the Hood. Q.
He's actually not a bad actor, man, to be honest about it.
Yeah, he's okay. He was in even Three Kings was a pretty good. Now, I do believe that Mike Epps will have a better acting career when it's all said and done. His role in what was that movie? Was it Sparkle?
Yeah.
Or I think
Sparkle.
when he played that character he played when we didn't see him being silly and jovial.
Sparkle,
like,
yeah.
brother got some chops on him, but we just hadn't seen enough. I mean, of course, he was phenomenal. He was the main character in All About the Benjamins. But again, Cube was the visionary behind it, so I got to give it to him because that could have been somebody else in that role. So I'm gonna give it to Cube.
So this would be a good segue. And you saying that the way your thinking process of everything has been bigger than just that picture that we're looking at.
Yep.
Right.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Can't hear Bud.
Okay, there was but the thing is, your vision is bigger than what somebody just want to say. I just want to help kids.
Right.
To where your vision has gone past that, to where you got getting kids to where they become adults, become producing citizens of the world. So I realize that now as going through those little clips, to where your vision is way bigger than just what we see on those pictures, which I think is awesome, and we need more people like you. And having the vision.
If I can, I'll share what happened to me last night, and then this will help also give the audience a bigger picture of some of the things that we do, right? So we have partnered with, we're one of the community partners with the City of Houston's Municipal Court's Teen Court program, right? We've been doing the Teen Court program since 2014, where this Teen Court program, it's an opportunity for our high school scholars to participate in real cases. They get to serve as prosecutors, they get to serve as defense attorneys, they get to serve on the jury. They get to meet attorneys. Last night, the new superintendent for HISD was there. The mayor of Houston used to come out at some point and introduce himself to the kids. And so even the judges, they make themselves available to the kids, right? Mm-hmm. So I had a young man that one of the other volunteers, she said, hey, that young man, he can use your help. So that's all I needed to hear. Go up to him, introduce myself. Say, hey, man, I hear, you having some problems. What's going on? How can I help you? So he just looked at me. He was like, I said, hey, man, I would love, to help you in any way that I can. He said, nah, I'm good. I don't know you. So I said, okay. I said, that's fine. No problem. I said, but I'm not going to allow you to use that as your excuse, right? So I said, how about this? How about I've been doing this for 7 years now, and I've been helping kids way longer than that. I wouldn't have a problem with connecting with you and building a rapport and then make me more comfortable so that I can help you. How does that sound? He looked at me. He was like, nah, I'm good. So I said, okay, no problem, right? I don't force myself upon anybody. I don't force anything that we do. What we do, we make it available to all kids across the board at no cost to them. So if you want our assistance, we're here to help you. So when they say nobody's doing it, that's not accurate. Now, I'm not this 500-man army, but TJ will tell you, man, I'll go out of my way. There's a story I won't share on here, but there's a story, man, where I put myself on the line to go help another kid to get out of some real life trouble. These are the things, I'm very humble in what I do, and I don't want anybody that's listening to think I'm bragging, because I'm not. I just know what and I know what my purpose is, and I'm super passionate about helping these kids because I'm tired of seeing our kids being killed. I'm tired of seeing our kids being incarcerated. I'm tired of seeing our kids being misinformed, using bad information to say, well, I'm not voting or whatever it may be. So we want to be able to help these kids and eliminate the excuses that they have. Yes, we know you could talk about the school system all you want. You could talk about the community. But at the end of the day, if I can partner with anybody that wants to do anything in the community, the Gulf Coast organization is here to help. So now you say, well, what else are you guys doing? So I'll give you some of the more positive stories, right? So we have some of our ambassadors. We call them our college students. So we basically help K through 12, right? So we have our junior scholars that go up to from kindergarten to 8th grade, right? And then high school, they are our GCO scholars. And then when they go to college, they become GCO ambassadors, right? So just to kind of show people what we're doing, we still have first generation students graduating from college. Matter of fact, going to college, right? you know, and they're graduating in engineering programs. They're graduating and going in the medical field. They're graduating in mass comm. You know, we've actually packed up my vehicle and moved the student into her dormitory. You know, and I have students all over, man. We have students at PV, Southern, Grambling, U of H, Texas A&M. We have students at what's the school out there going towards San Antonio? It's
Angelo State,
no,
Texas State.
Texas State. Yeah, she'll be graduating in December. So, you know, we have students all over the place. So those are some of the good stories. So after we launched in 2011, we started our Teen Corps program in 2014. In 2016, we were the first organization to participate in the Texas High School Mock Chart competition. So we were competing with high school organizations, and they were actually debating mock cases, right? So we participated in that. Yeah.
That's cool.
We fast forward 2018, we took 45 of our scholars and their families on a bus trip to Washington, D.C., where our kids had a chance to see. Our first stop was Howard University, because again, I'm big on education. I wanted our kids to see what a college campus looks like. Why? Because that growing up in Baton Rouge, we used to go to Southern University in the summertime, go listen to the band. Those small nuggets influenced me to go to college. So not only did we have some of our OGs taking us on campus, we did have the shows like the Cosby Shows, Your Different Worlds, Your Fresh Prince, Your Saved by the Bells. All of those shows played a huge impact into me going to college. So we took our scholars to DC. We took them to the Treasury Department, so they got to see how money is made. We took them to the Congressional Library. We took them to. We were scheduled to go to the White House, and they canceled the night before. You know, 2018, we also launched our Scholars Reception, where we honor high school seniors with scholarships. We also honor individuals, everyday lay people from the community that has triumphed or trumpeted the three pillars of our organization, which is education, civic engagement, and entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And so I'm giving you guys, because I know we're going to be, you guys can be wrapping up soon too. And so we also do disaster relief. So in 2016, we raised funds and we helped 5 families in Louisiana who were impacted by those historical floods. Fast forward to this year, we raised funds for those who were impacted by Hurricane Ida. We took those funds that we raised. We went and purchased a lot of things. We loaded up. We partnered with On the Way Transportation, and we took all of those things down to Louisiana. I saw it firsthand, man. I rode down the home of Louisiana. The devastation will blow your mind. And the sad part is that I don't believe they're going to get the resources that they need to actually rebuild that city.
Right.
So we took all of those goods to Patterson, Louisiana. We met up with the mayor there. He was like, man, we have almost 100 people that's at the Civic Center that what you guys brought here is going to help those families. And so this is who our organization is. We are about giving back to the community. Yes, sir.
So Ken, we talked about the program that you have as far as the college tours and the Teen Corps program. Tell us a little bit about the STEAM camp.
So our STEAM camp, we launched that in 2019. So we did our summer STEAM camp at the Boys and Girls Country, where our kids, man, they put together this. It was like this whole science fair, helping them to understand the value and the usage of water. And so one of our board members, Dr. Tyler Olivier, he spearheaded that. And so due to COVID, we haven't been able to do it. We didn't do it last year. So what we're looking at now to stay under the umbrella of STEAM and STEM is we're looking at the esports arena. That's a huge ecosystem. And I think that was a Rev talking about his son before we got on the show, was talking about his son playing video games. Well,
no, not mine.
Now yeah.
It was me. It was me.
Talk about video games.
Oh,
believe it or not, there's a huge ecosystem where these kids can actually make money and have scholarships from playing video games. So we're looking to launch some more innovative things in that area. We'll be doing that probably going into next year. And we have done college tours. Yes, sir.
And also, you had a meeting with Mayor Sylvester Turner here in Houston In regards to June 2nd, tell us more about that meeting and tell us more about the significance of that date.
Well, we did not meet with the mayor, but the mayor, along with the city leadership, they did give us a proclamation. It was June 2nd was officially the Gulf Coast Organization Day in recognition of our 10 years of service. So, yeah, man, we were super honored and
There it is.
yeah, man, that was a huge highlight, man, to make it to 10 years. So.
Yeah.
So wait, my 44 brother out of Acres Home, Sylvester Turner, man, you owe my boy. You need to come and present this proclamation the right way. You need to see him in person. So if you're out there, if you represent
Right.
Acres Home and you know Mayor Turner, my boy, right here, Gulf Coast Organization, Kendrick White, handle your business, Mayor Turner. Get on your job, man.
I've
We
actually
love
met
you.
him, man. He knows me, man. We met at an event, man. So he's a good guy, man. Yeah, but yeah, I'd love to sit down with him, man.
So real fast question, Kendrick, because this is probably always my thing, especially when it comes to dealing with the youth. I'm a little older than you guys, so I've been through a little bit more because I have older kids, 29, and my baby boy will be actually 22 tomorrow. So, and you know, my thing always is that kids grow in stages. I tell people you all's age with younger kids that the babies you know now are not guaranteed gonna be the babies you know 10 years from now. So my thing is, what do the Gulf Coast organization do? Or do you all make these kids or children responsible for their actions? That I'm a big on that. And again, I've probably and my cousin Bubba can tell you, Bruce can tell you, I've mentored and raised several kids right out of this house right here. And it's always been through athletics. Everybody called me coach or whatever. But what I've always been big on is being responsible for your actions. I'm not real nice and sharp around the edges, and everybody say Coach or Rev use a lot of bad words with the kids slapping on kids. So let's talk about the responsibility. What do you all do to make them for their act?
Sure. Well, first and foremost, we have to start with understanding as a leader. A leader is one who models what he wants those to follow do. Right. So if I don't want a child to curse at me, I'm not going to curse at that child.
That's right, and I feel you on that.
Yeah. So we have to start with holding ourselves accountable before we can hold the children accountable. Because just like the children watch us, we were once children too, and we watch the adults ahead of us. So when you pay attention, you have to understand, how do we resolve conflict? So if the children see mom and dad or brother and sister, brother, two friends, whatever it may be, are not getting along and they're yelling and screaming at each other, well, then they're going to emulate that same behavior. So once we start with addressing, because just like right now, I was talking with an educator last night. You know what he shared with me? He has more issues with when the parents come on the campus than the children.
I can believe.
The parents say, no, my child didn't do that. And I said, well, man, in my era, like you said, Rev, you older than I. So if you'd have told my parents that I did something, my parents were going to believe what you said, because they're going to believe it, because you probably have a relationship with them. They're going to say, this adult is not going to tell me something that's not correct. So we have to start there. So once we understand the dynamics of adults, then we can work on the kids. So how do we make kids responsible? Just like I told you, the young man last night. Listen, man, well, that's fine. You're my responsibility on the macro level, but on the micro level, I'm not your keeper. You know what I mean? So, but how we make them responsible, we have to let them know that we're here to support them. We have to let them know that, yes, you're going to make some mistakes. We're here for you. We're here to correct you. I think a lot of parents and a lot of adults believe that we have to dictate to our kids, right? We take on that whole mentality that we heard Bill Cosby say, "I brought you in this world, I'll take you out." That's the dumbest thing ever.
That's the
You know,
dumbest thing ever.
our
It
kids
is.
are ours by stewardship, not ownership. Our
Right.
job is to steer them on a
I feel
path
that.
that would make them responsible global citizens and be productive leaders. That's it. It's really simple. We've just complicated on how we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff,
Good
See it every
stuff.
day.
man.
Going through it every day. Yeah,
Man,
Well,
man.
hey,
and
Absolutely.
again, it's just like I said, it all happens in stages to me because you have little people, as I call them, then they turn into big people, then they turn into teenagers, then they turn into young adults. And a lot of the guys right here in the neighborhood that I live in, everybody know Coach. Now I'm gonna say it again, Coach has never been just real polished around the edges, but like the other day, kid who has his own moving company, they always call me Coach. What you think about this, Coach? Can you help me with this? They see me in the store, Coach. Man, I'm doing this, Coach. It's one I have. I saw him and he did drop out of school. And I said, "Hey, boy, come here, let me holler at you." I said, "You got your GED?" "No, Coach." I said, "Pull up next week and let's go on and get that thing done." And he did pull up, and I gave him hey, we gonna do this. Now, I don't always say it in the glamorous way because that's just what I do. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, my biggest thing with all of these organizations to help these children, and I've been in all of, make them responsible. That's my biggest thing. Make them responsible.
s-
I
s-
I
s-
just
s-
I just want to say, Kendrick, man, I really, really admire and appreciate the work that you're doing for the community and the surrounding Houston area.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
think it's phenomenal, man.
Thank you.
A lot of kids are walking in life blind, and somebody has to grab them by the hand and guide them, and also open their eyes and give them some game. But and just like you said earlier, you cannot force yourself on kids. And hopefully God will bless those kids, man, to be receptive to what it is that you are actually bringing to them. So I commend you,
Word,
brother. Keep
word.
doing what
I,
you're
so,
doing.
I
hey,
love
Well
what
wishes
you
to you
all
too,
doing.
man. Hope you feel better, man.
and Ken, we all got a granny, a Mimi, or a Big Mama, and she gonna tell us we done left the door open a little too long, and we letting that out get out, right?
That's right.
So we done gone a little long, so we gonna close the door here for a second. But what I need you to do is, man, tell everybody how if we have any viewers out there that are interested in getting their child involved with your program, or if they would like to make a simple donation, please tell us how they can do that.
Absolutely, man. Well, first, thank you guys for giving me this platform to talk about the organization.
Nah, it was
And
awesome.
I really enjoyed myself, man. Enjoyed
Hey,
the
let me
games.
give you a call back right quick, okay?
But you guys can go on our website, as you see on the screen.
The hell is
Uh,
going on?
connect the number two.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Go ahead, kid. Oh my bad.
Connect the number two GCO.org. Actually, y'all forgot the O on the bottom. It's connect the number two GCO.
GCO.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
change that right quick.
Yeah, that's short for Gulf Coast Organization.org. There's a page on there where you can do an application. It just gives us information on your child and with your contact information. We're on Facebook as well as Instagram. And on Facebook, it's of course backslash connect to GCO. You can look us up that way. You can just search Gulf Coast Organization. And on Instagram, it's connect the number two GCO. Again, if ways that you can give back to our organization, it's not always about money. Sometimes it's just about volunteering or donating something, some kind of good, or your time or your service. But you can also donate at you can text
Man,
GCO to 44321. Again, text the word GCO to 44321. Again, we're also on Amazon. So when you're doing all of your shopping, your weekly shopping, there's a way that you can sign up to have Amazon donate. I believe it's like 0.05% back to our organization. And so
man,
that's good.
That's
good.
That's awesome.
Man, appreciate that, man. Once again, Ken, it's been an honor and a pleasure to have you tonight. Kendrick White, founder of Gulf Coast Organization. Thank you again for being with the Is What It Is crew. And Rev, man, get us out of here, man.
Hey, man, guess what, y'all?
Hey, what time is it, nigga?
What time is it?
12 o'clock.
Appreciate you, Kendrick.
What? It's time for us to get up out of here.
Yeah.
On the Is What It Is show tonight. Big shots out to my man's out there, Kendrick White. Because like I say, he doing it right for our kids out there. Support your time, your money, and everything else to the Gulf Coast organization as they help our kids out. And to all you people out there in social media land, until next time, y'all know what the Rev say. Touch, hug, love, stay sucker free, and most of all, guess what? Y'all just don't hurt nobody. And we'll see you Sunday as the Rev at 6 o'clock spin his best in R&B. But until then, y'all ain't got to go, but get the hell up out of here, because guess what? We gotta go.